Oh no. 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 In case you're wondering what all my, and I don't know if this is a real word, lamentation is. In case you're wondering what all my lamentation is, and I think it's a word. I like it. I like it a lot. Lamentation from lament, expressing sadness or woe. My woe was expressed that I tried to go live. It's very difficult. It's very difficult being me. I think I deserve more sympathy, more love, more affection, more kindness, more goodness, more sweetness. Because it's very difficult. I was trying to go live a moment ago, and my Wi-Fi was on, and I'm out in my car. I'm outside of my super target. I am still had the Wi-Fi on, and it's trying to connect with the Wi-Fi that is super target. Hello, RJ. And it was giving me that red dot. And we've talked about it before. For those that have watched before, thank you for watching again. And for those that are new, my name is Ken Tracy, and uh, this is Lunch Break with Ken. I don't know. I don't know. I can make up a name for any time I go live. And let me tell you, I'm not afraid to go live at the drop of a hat. But anyway, I've been working at a local super target since February of this year. I'm twice divorced. I have 4 beautiful children. I was a realtor for 17 years. I've had a lot of ups and downs in life, and that gives me a lot of stuff to talk about. But while working at super target, making big bucks like I do, sometimes I'll have my phone hooked to the Wi-Fi, and I'll come out to my car to enjoy. What just happened? Somebody just sent me something. Sent me coral. Somebody just sent me coral. That was probably the most exciting gift I've ever gotten. Who is that Nene? I'm going to follow Nene. Just, I don't even know what that means. I don't know what that means, but this Nene is hello from Switzerland. I would love to go to Switzerland. I'm jumping topics here. I'm hopping around a lot, as I have a tendency to do. But I watch a lot of, and this is going to be well, I won't even bring it up then because it's kind of a grim talk of Europe, but I love Europe. My mother grew up in Scotland. I've only never been to mainland Europe. I love mountains. I'd love to check out Austria and Switzerland and some areas in Germany that are beautiful and just various spots with cute little cafes. And I bet you Switzerland has some adorable little cafes. RJ, thank you for sending me the hot dog. But anyway, yeah, this is Lunch with Ken, and I take a moment for Bray Wyatt. I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means. And did I say enough thanks for Nene sending me that coral? Oh, man just pulled up wearing a teal and pink shirt with little like pink elephants on it and a mustache. He looked kind of funny. Who's Bray? I don't know who this is. Who's Bray Wyatt? We've lost somebody. We've lost somebody named Bray Wyatt. I hate to make light of it because he's somebody's brother and father and son, probably, assuming a name like Bray is a man. But apparently he's resting in peace, hopefully. He's 36 years old. Well, that's sad. But who is he? He's the Fiend. I don't know what that means, the Fiend. What does the Fiend mean? It doesn't sound like a healthy thing to be. Somebody with the name The Fiend probably doesn't have a WWE superstar. Huh. Okay, well, that's sad. It's sad when anybody dies, especially somebody that's on the younger range of the spectrum. And hope his family and friends got to get some closure and some love and say their goodbyes. But yeah. Hello, Marie Six. Thank you so much for following the creator. That makes me feel good. I am only going live today, to be honest with you, because I have a little new encourager. And I think the world needs more encouragement. And it's nice having some extra encouragement. But this encouragement I'm getting from this individual can be relentless. It can come with tears, some very upset faces, some very hurt feelings. And this little encourager missed my live that I did about an hour and a half ago or 2 hours ago on my coffee break. And she was very upset with me that I didn't let her know that I was going to go live. And I'd never let her know before. It's not my responsibility. I rarely send out messages to everybody and say, hey, I'm going live. I feel if you want to watch me live, generally you're going to have to be watching TikTok because that's where I am. Are you Joe Rogan's daddy? I make Joe Rogan call me daddy once in a while, but no, I'm actually not biologically connected to him. But I appreciate it. And thank you for saying I'm such a nice guy. User 294406395617. I appreciate that, you. Because now, yeah, RJ knows sometimes he'll miss a live, but he won't give me a massive guilt trip. I have regular watchers that sometimes see me, sometimes don't. Rarely am I thrown a guilt trip. Now RJ's going to be guilting me like crazy. And I'm never actually going to go live because I'm going to spend my whole lunch break. By the way, I've got a nice salad here that I'm looking forward to eating, and all I've had to eat today is a banana. It's going to be good. It's a Good and Gather buffalo style grilled chicken salad with ranch dressing. It's got tomatoes, carrots, blue cheese, chunks of blue cheese in there, which is my favorite, and pretty nice little buffalo chicken chunks as well. And I'm looking forward to digging in. But I'm going to hold off for a few minutes. No, there's no egg in this one. There would have been an egg in a different salad, but no, there's no egg. I do like egg in my salad. I'm going to hold off a little bit, and let me tell you why. I had a new viewer yesterday that watched quite some time, and it felt good. Ooh, I love avocado. No, there's no avocado in this either. And I appreciated her watching, and I watched her live, and she was eating a fair amount during her live video. And I don't know. I'm a little uncomfortable eating in front of humans. Like, if I ever were to go on a date again, I'm again recently divorced. My heart was wring out like a wet dish rag and drained of all of its stuff. But if I were ever to go on a date again, and my date happened to say, "Oh, I'm not hungry. Oh, no, nothing for me, thanks. I'll just drink my water or my wine." And I'd order a huge thing of lasagna or whatever with garlic bread and all sorts of stuff, maybe eggplant parmesan on the side. Oh, that sounds so good. Sounds better than my salad. I would have a problem eating such a feast in front of somebody who wasn't eating. You know, there could be food stuck in the teeth. There could be meat sauce drip down the shirt. There could be all sorts of things that could go wrong. And I feel uncomfortable. So my point being, I don't know how comfortable I would be eating this delicious salad in front of you, the viewer. Just get on Tinder. I don't think I want to get on Tinder. I don't want to be on Tinder. I just want Wendy's. Let's just talk about Wendy's for a moment. Wendy's is far and away the worst fast food joint there is. I don't know if they still do it, but they would have carpeting in their dining room. And, excuse me, in case anyone wondered what I sounded like when I sneezed. Thank you, RJ. You just got the answer. And I'm sure the 10 people I have watching, we're all sitting there going, I wonder what Ken sounds like when he sneezes. You love Wendy's Junior Bacon Cheeseburger. Yeah, Yeah, I think the temperature for them is never hot. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know that I do love the Wendy's Junior Bacon Cheeseburger. I mean, you do you, Big Mama Bacon, and you got the name Bacon in your name, Big Mama Bacon. I love it. Ooh, Taco Bell Supreme Burrito. Taco Bell, on the other hand, might be one of the best fast foods. They have the $2 menu, which let me tell you, for anybody out there that hasn't had the Chipotle Ranch grilled chicken burrito from Taco Bell, which is on the $2 menu, it's delicious. It is delicious. And it's $2. It is delicious. And there's also some $2 beef burrito on there as well. So for $4.40 out the door with a cup of ice water and plenty of hot sauces, you get a great meal from Taco Bell for $4.40. If I were to go to McDonald's and get my lunch, I would spend 10, 11, $12, which is painful for a man who makes all of $15.50 an hour at his super target location. An hour of work goes into feeding me for 10 minutes of McDonald's, and that doesn't feel worthwhile. And yes, I bear a lot of responsibility on that because as a 55-year-old man who has found some degrees of financial success at several times during his life, to be making 15.50 isn't really all that. Goes from good food to dog food when the temperature drops to room temperature. It's not totally untrue, and the quality's dropped at McDonald's. I've seen it. I mean, the McNuggets used to be delicious and filled with chicken goodness, and you dip them in the sweet and sour sauce, and I remember it fondly. Their fries are still good. I haven't had a McDonald's shake in a long, long, long time. I'll tell you what, I'm looking forward to having a shake. I talked about it a couple weeks ago. I was trying to wine and dine a young lady over a chocolate shake, but it never came to fruition. Never came to fruition. We ended up getting uh, some dinner instead, and we ended up arguing during dinner. But I still hope, I still hope, I still hope to find my way to the Dairy Queen on Washington and Ogden um, in Naperville, Illinois, and order an extra large chocolate shake for me. And what the heck, I'll let my date get whatever she wants as long as it's under $7. That's what I'm going to put on my Tinder profile or my Match.com profile when I'm ready to date again. Hey, dinner's on me as long as it's under $7. I think that might have been on my last one. No wonder I didn't have any success. No wonder I didn't have any success. Give what you want, dear. Get my calculator out. Better be under 640 because with tax, you're pushing the limit. Yeah, yeah, that's funny. But I like my self deprecating humor. It's somewhat based in reality. I think all humor is somewhat based in reality. Seriously, that's what probably makes it funny. We poke fun at things that are sort of true. And I forget the guy's name who had his show and who did various comedy stand up and had the Pride movement really hate him. Somebody can help me with the name. Somebody help me with this name. Real funny guy. He's got a lot of Netflix shows. The trans group hates him, and I don't know. He did a hilarious show. It was mostly based on trans people. Oh no, it's not Ricky Gervais. Oh no, Dave Chappelle. Thank you, Everlasting Bloom. Dave Chappelle. He did a really funny stand-up thing on that. And again, I think comedy is at its most humorous when if you're just telling crazy jokes that make no sense, if they kind of get close to hitting home and there's more than one or two grains of truth in them, they can be just hilarious. And again, I get to poke fun at my frugality because it's me doing it. So I get to make jokes about the hot date I go on tonight, getting whatever she wants, as long as it's under $7. But if you guys start poking fun at me about it, I don't think it'd be that funny. SRA panic, I'm not sure about you. I don't know what SRA panic means. I don't know what that means. It sounds like a suspicious name to me, but it is so special. I don't know what I have for you today. Again, I'm only going on this, doing this live for fun. But I have a salad that is basking in the sun over there, warming. The blue cheese is melting. If blue cheese can melt, and let me tell you, Adam Sandler is not the GOAT. He's not even close to the GOAT. I like Adam Sandler, don't get me wrong. Happy Gilmore is one of the best movies I've ever seen. Big Daddy's a great movie, kind of sensitive and funny, all rolled into one. But he's been in so many horrifically stupid movies. Uh, he's not the GOAT. Yeah, I'm sorry, RJ. You know I love you, RJ. But I gotta be straight. Everybody's the GOAT these days. Yeah, Jody Nicholas, there's some people, I think there's a guy named Jimmy that calls me the GOAT. And again, we wondered, what am I the GOAT of? What's really silly, and I used to watch ESPN and be a big sports fan. And about 5 years ago, as I started, I think, getting just tired of watching it, back into real estate just for the money. No, Renee, I would not get back into real estate just for the money. I'll tell you why. Because absolutely the only reason I would do it is just for the money. And that's the only reason I did it for 17 years, was just for the money. And I felt no pride in what I did. I felt I offered nothing of great value to my customers. They'd get me trying my hardest, doing my best. But if they didn't use me to buy or sell a home, they'd use somebody else who would help them buy or sell a home, and they'd buy or sell a home anyway. And my job as a realtor was to get you to use me as a realtor. It wasn't to sell you a home. It wasn't to sell a home. It was knowing that H. Renee needs a home to live in. And if I latch on to H. Renee and get her to sign a buyer's agency agreement or a listing agreement, that she's a commission waiting to happen. And I don't want to look at you or anybody else, Renee, as a commission waiting to happen. And I think that's what realtors look at the world as: commission checks. Oh, I got one specific realtor I'd like to talk about for a little bit, but I don't think I'm gonna. I don't think I'm gonna. But there's one specific realtor I'd really like to talk about. And again, gives me a bad taste in the mouth for the whole industry. And yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Somebody that's been stalking me, spreading false things about me, saying bad things to everyone she can about me. And I've kind of just turned the other cheek, because that's what the Lord tells me to do: turn the other cheek. That's what The Coward of the County by Kenny Rogers did for oh so long, until he got pushed too far. And then he filled that bar full of uppercuts. And that's like me, getting pushed too far. Always, always the nice guy. Always the guy with the nice smile, turning the other cheek, getting his ass kicked on both sides, and going, hey, don't do that to me. I'm really nice. Be nice to me. Don't say mean things about me to everyone you know. What have I ever done? That's been my defense for the last year and a half. And let me tell you, that defense is growing old with this guy. But for right now, because I promised somebody that means a lot to me, I'll leave it at that. But let me tell you, oh, yes. Top 3 songs of all time. I mean, that's so hard to do. I mean, I can't even do that. I can't even do that. Of all time, I mean, I got a playlist of hundreds of songs. And I can't even think about my top 3 songs of all time. What my focus on expands. I thought about real estate at one point. I'm glad I didn't after hearing what you had to say. Renee, some people enjoy it. Some people enjoy it. It's just way more competitive than most people know. Almost competitive to the point to a fault. And again, I like competition. I ran cross country and track in high school and college. I wanted to beat the guy in front of me and not let the guy behind me catch me. I promise you that. So I'm not afraid of competition. I love it. I love playing games. I love sports. I live for competition, but there are so many realtors out there, and I know there's a lot of them dying on the vine right now, and maybe that'll be good for the business as a whole. But there are 10 times as many realtors as there are real estate transactions because there's so many people who watch HGTV and enjoy houses and think decorating is neat and think it'd be fun and want to do it, that they end up doing it. And the barrier to entry in real estate is almost none. You know, you maybe have to spend $2,500 all in to get your license and spend maybe 2 months of studying, but you too could be a realtor in uh, in 2 months and $2,500. You don't have to go to college. You don't have to be smart. You don't have to be good. And every real estate company in the world would hire you because you have a license and you cost them nothing. And you might buy or sell a home for yourself in the next year and you'll generate a commission and the real estate company will get a chunk of that. And heaven forbid your mother, your brother, your sister, one of your best friends sells a home too, and you might sell 2 homes in the next year, but those 2 homes will generate five, maybe $10,000 for the real estate company that hired you. And they really have no risk, and they'll hire anybody. And yeah, so that's what I feel about real estate. And I've got more to say, but I'm going to save that for my special someone who loves watching my videos. But hey, Jacob Johnson, thank you so much for following the live creator. I so appreciate you. I appreciate you guys all. I really do. I really do. I really do. Um, and I so enjoy this platform, and it always feels good to talk to my phone for a little bit. And I've talked to my phone for somebody called me a cone head. I don't really have a cone head. I don't have a cone head at all, Freedom One. Thank you, Renee. I appreciate you for watching. But I don't have a cone head. I might have a large head. I might have a long head. It's 7 5/8 around the middle. But it's not a cone head. I mean, it's fairly nicely shaped. Look at the nice roundness, the smoothness of the shape. Thank you, Ryland. It does have good proportions. I do have a good round. I mean, it's not round like a circle, but the top is nice and round. But anyway, I so appreciate you for joining me this lunch. I got to get back in there, which means I got to shove a salad down my throat because I didn't want to do it in front of you. But I so appreciate you joining me for my little live show. I'm going to work out at 3 o'clock. I'll probably be done at about 4:30 today. And I will probably go live at that time with my thoughts from the gym, episode 7, I think, because that means I've worked out 7 times in 8 days. So if it looks like I'm getting pumped, that's not a surprise, because I probably am. But thank you so much for joining. I so appreciate you. Uh, you guys mean a lot to me. I have a lot of fun doing it. I hope you're having a wonderful day. You're staying cool. You're loving yourself. You're forgiving yourself. And as always, hope to talk to you soon. Bye-bye.